This episode is brought to you by HelloFresh. Go to hellofresh.com/80CAGcast and use code 80CAGcast to get a total of $80 off your first box.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 651. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. As always, we're joined by a man who got some more free stuff in the mail, Wombat.
I did. We're going to do some mystery unboxing. It'll be fun. Yes, it'll be fun.
Yes.
We're hoping it'll be fun.
I know. That's why I did it. I did prep. A little word of warning. I feel like I need to say I did prep the boxes, so I cut the tape open. But
Did
I
you
haven't
remove
looked
the
inside.
anthrax from the boxes first?
Yeah. I just don't want people to say these boxes are already open. There's no way he didn't look. But
Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah.
Except for hi, Shipwreck.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
So I have to interrupt this show very quickly because
That
I'm
was
looking
quick.
at the
I got
comments.
cut off real quick.
I know. Sleepy Walrus in the chat just said that he couldn't believe that the Wombat ad was not pre-recorded. It is not. I do it live. I just want to.
Well, it is pre-record. I mean, it is recorded.
Yes, but I didn't do it.
Let's be, if we're going to be completely honest, there may have been some times where the ad has been edited to be better.
That's like 3 times.
Yes, Wombat 98% of the time.
Out of 600.
You didn't do
651 shows.
That's not how
Maybe
many you did.
3 times.
That's
you had
not
to
how
fix
many
it.
ads you read, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Wombat does a great job reading the ads. When he's not laughing and messing up immediately, he's doing a
Go
great job.
back to Shipwreck. Hi, Shipwreck.
I'm glad you had to interrupt the show. I thought your wife was in labor or something.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
that would be
breaking
a
news.
surprise to many of us.
So you're good, Shipwreck. What you were saying was you're good.
Uh-huh. I'm taking a break from Tony Hawk to record this show.
Have you beaten it already, right?
I have... Oh, we're getting right into the Tony Hawk section here. I have completed, yes, all the goals that in every level for Tony Hawk 1 and 2. I've got... They changed up how you do with different characters this time around. So you don't go through and collect like skate and do all the goals all over again. You just go through and get their stat points in each level. So I'm about maybe a third of the way getting all those characters.
Nice.
I'm about 85% of the way with all the gaps.
It's too many gaps. It's way too many gaps. I'm at the part where you realize, oh man, I used to be able to barely just make it through this, and now like there's no way, and I should probably never play this game again. Part? Familiar with that part?
I know.
No.
I'm not familiar with that part.
Wombat probably is.
Yeah.
Wombat's just reading the chat. He doesn't know what I'm saying, but he'll
Yeah,
nod.
dude, you're talking about how much of a pain it is to play Tony Hawk. And
Tony
I
Hawk
agree.
is great.
Tony, I mean,
They did a good job
is-
with it. We shouldn't
I
talk
mean-
about the Tony Hawk now. I feel like it's too early.
There's a reason why it's one of the top 5 worst games ever made.
We should, before we forget, we should give a big shout out to Shanafan, who has just welcomed twins into his life.
Yes, he did. Like a couple of weeks ago.
They're home. Everybody's home.
Everybody's home now. That's great.
Yep. I was going to make a joke that their names were Sandy and Candy, and they're 19 years old. No. There you go. Wombat. Let's get it. Just kidding. Yeah, that's big. Twins is that's a lot of work, I feel.
How would you know?
Because I have a friend who has twins who lives in Japan, and I feel like he can't get out of that house fast enough at all
My brother
times.
has twins.
Like he's just trying to escape the situation for the last several years. He's just been.
It gets easier as they get older.
I feel like he's developed a lot of hobbies that require him to be in other places. You know what I'm saying? Like complicated hobbies that require like overnight stays and like, you know, travel, things like that. Not like ping pong. Yeah, I mean, also I can imagine that raising 2 kids at the same time would be harder than raising one. I'm not, you know, not dumb. What else?
What else you
going on?
got?
I don't know. I started my rowing class again because I was getting too out of shape. and I'm out of shape.
Good work.
Yep, it's true. I was very wet after 20 minutes.
I mean, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
It's not that. It's not like rowing is like. It's not like table tennis where you're sweating and you're laughing the whole time. Like I'm never laughing when I'm rowing. I don't think I've, when I'm done.
Have you tried singing a song?
No, I have, and it's not funny or fun.
No.
I feel like ping pong. You can be sweating, running around, like really, like everything hurts, and like.
What if you dressed like a Viking?
But no, it wouldn't. No, I don't know. That would just be more uncomfortable, and it'd be more sweaty. I feel like there's no way that you could make rowing so fun that you're laughing. I think
Make Rowing Fun is my favorite Fleetwood Mac song.
Right. Think about that. If someone could figure that out, sign me up for that class.
Fun rowing.
Fun row. I mean, like like funny rowing. Funny rowing.
Mm-hmm.
Funny rowing. I don't know. Shipwreck is. I see he's thinking about it.
I'm thinking I can't come up with a way to make that enjoyable.
Some like yeah.
Why don't you listen to stand up while you row?
You can't even concentrate because you're just like,
You listen to Jim Gaffigan talk about Hot Pockets while you're rowing.
I tried listening. I've tried listening to like podcasts or Howard Stern. There's no way.
No,
it's just you can't. Not if you're gonna really do it. And plus, I'm doing a class, so like I can't listen to something else. I got to listen to the guy.
Is it just the guy saying row over and over again?
No, he's teaching you the fundamentals of rowing. It's not just there's a technique like anything.
You're gonna need to row. Now row again.
No, it's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit you need to remember. How you got to push the handle out and then you move the legs. Like once it goes past your knees, then you move the legs. And then the ratio of time where you're pulling back is...
Oh, you're talking ratios in this class.
There's fucking ratios.
Does Billy Squire teach this song, the class?
What's the song? I don't know.
The Stroke.
Stroke. It's his song. Like,
right.
Only Wombat could name another Billy Squire song.
Hold Me Tonight.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. The point is you have to, I'm taking a class. I'm learning how to do something. I can't not.
Rock Me Tonight. You're right. It's Rock Me Tonight. Not
Hold Me Tonight.
Oh,
shit.
You put me on the spot and I fumbled
hanging
it.
up on you. Hold on.
I know.
Anyway.
Not watched enough Billy Squire documentaries, clearly.
It's day 4.
I actually watched something about Billy Squire not that long ago.
Of course you did.
I know.
Should not do that. When are we going to do the mystery boxes?
We can do them right now.
No, let's do the show feedback. Let's do the show feedback.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to move this on the outline. Show feedback, and then we'll do it right before Watch This Bitches. Okay?
Okay. I'm gonna read all these show feedbacks in like a
you can edit them. You can live edit them. Just like
because they're all sort of related. So Doc Sampson has to say, the CAGcast was so negative and apathetic that I took a month off and came back for this one. Interested, especially for their thoughts on the Mario 35th stuff. Oh, well, fool me once.
That's not fair. We didn't say anything bad. We didn't say anything disparaging.
I said I'm going to read them all.
Oh.
You'll have your chance for rebuttal.
Okay.
Jeez. Point of order. Taking back my time.
Yes, I yield.
Andy787 has to say, I gotta say it's amazing to have heard over a decade worth of cheapy coming to the table with meaningful, substantive, highly regarded movies and shows that deal in pathos, the human condition, or at the very least are extremely well made by extremely talented artists, only be met by Wombat with his, I have some episodes of a Guy Fieri show to watch. Oh, and it's been on the air for like a decade, and I've probably seen every episode twice. Or, I got this comic book show to watch. Do I like it? No, I hate it, but I'm definitely going to watch it instead of your thing. That's good.
I was just thinking about this earlier today, to be honest. This exact situation. Because I have a new show I'm going to talk about that I know you're not going to fucking watch. And it's going to make me mad.
That's good. And Dark Lurker has to say, oh man, I haven't listened to the cast in months. And the first lines I hear, Wombat, I already want to pile drive him into a crap-filled toilet.
Oh, bust out the crap-filled toilet emoji.
That was more than a third of the comments from last week's show. They were all negative.
Why? Because the Mario thing. We said bad things.
I
about
don't
Mario.
know.
I'm trying to think. I don't even think last week's episode
wasn't
was
negative. We
very
probably just said-
apathetic or negative.
No, I don't think so. It's funny because after the show, I clearly remember because my wife asked me, how was the show? And I actually said, I think that one was pretty good. Turns out I was
here's the
very
proof.
wrong. Apparently, last week's episode was the worst one we've ever recorded.
Nobody wrote that.
What?
Did somebody write that?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. I'm
No,
reading the
but
chat.
we got a lot of negative comments.
It's because if you don't kiss Mario's ass, then people get mad. Some people.
it's
not
pronounced
everybody.
Mario.
I said Mario.
That's wrong.
I know
It's
that's the
Mario.
joke.
Oh.
I know it's Mario.
And I think Cheapy said Mario.
I know I was being a dick.
I don't know what's happening. All I know is I played a lot of that game when the NES came out, and that was the only game I had, and I played it, so that I don't know. I just don't have that much attachment to Mario anymore. I feel like I've played Mario, and I know that people love it, and that's fine. But I don't have to buy it, do I?
Yes.
I bought it. You don't have to buy it.
But I feel like people even if I bought it and I didn't say how great it was, people would be angry. But I understand that people like it. That's great. But I don't want to,
They're pretty good games.
I get it. I feel like I've dipped it. I dip
No,
in every once in a while.
You hate plumbers.
I need a plumber again. Ty's toilet is running.
Where's it going?
I don't know. And it's one of those in the wall toilets. So I don't know. You got to take the pan. I don't know. Normally you would just take off the top of the toilet and put your hand in and pull the thing out, jiggle it around, and then it stops running, right? But now I got to remove something.
I actually had to fix the whole back of the toilet. I did that once to replace the whole mechanism in the back.
I can't even get to it. I got to figure out how to. I got to watch
That
a YouTube
sucks.
video. I mean, I don't
it cost me like $15 to fix it when I
Like,
did it on my own.
I'm gonna fix mine for $13 just to spite
Good
you.
luck.
I might have to watch some YouTube videos. Do you have any response for these guys?
Kiss my ass.
I felt like we were positive.
Yeah,
don't
and I
know.
watch good things too.
No, he's right about that. He's very right about that.
I watch good things too.
And I didn't read. Was that so? That grocery store is grocery show is a Guy Fieri show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's Guy's Grocery Games.
I didn't put that together.
Guy Fieri is one of the greatest men in America.
Whatever. That's great. I know.
He's a very good person.
That's fine. I don't
He
need to
does
watch all
wonderful
of his
things for
shows, though,
people.
do I?
No, but I could watch the new episodes of Guy's Grocery Games. I take umbrage with the I've seen every episode twice. I clearly stated that I was watching a new episode of Guy's Grocery Games.
Are you excited about Supermarket Sweep coming back?
No, because I don't like the not that I dislike Supermarket Sweep, but it's not the same. I like the cooking competition aspect of it. I like to
Supermarket
learn new.
Sweep is a fine TV show.
It's a fine TV show, but that's more like a Price is Right style show than a Food Network.
And
style show.
how many different ways can you watch people put turkeys and garden hoses into their shopping carts?
Exactly.
Really quickly. It always looks the same. It's not like
I'm-
they need to add like bumper carts, don't you
I'm
think?
with
I'm
Cheapy
sure
on
they're
this
going to
one.
spice it up some when it's coming back.
Like the
So
turkeys need to drop down from the ceiling.
I'm
I
sure
feel.
there's going to be some extremeness
Catch 'em-
added to this
catch 'em
new
with the
Supermarket
carts.
Sweep.
I don't know. I'm gonna skip that. But we have a new show for you to watch that you're not gonna watch, Wombat. But we'll talk
Can't
about
wait.
it later.
Yes.
Let's remind everybody that we're still raising money for the Children's Tumor Foundation.
Yes.
Let me tell you a little bit about them really quickly. I think we're up to, I can't read what the thing says, but I know we're over $300. Neurofibromatosis is an under-recognized genetic disorder that can cause tumors to grow on nerves through the body. NF occurs in 1 in 3,000 people and affects millions of people worldwide. NF can lead to blindness, abnormalities, cancer, deafness, disfigurement, learning disabilities, and disabling pain. So please donate and help fight NF. Thank you. And I think now with that, it's time to watch Wombat open up some boxes.
Yeah, I figure this is good. We're doing video.
Why not?
And
Do
we-
it quick,
we
though,
haven't-
because we have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
Hurry up, I said.
So I'm grabbing it.
Hurry,
Part-time
I asked you
punk
3
said-
fucking times to open the boxes.
Part-time Punk is who sent these to you?
Yes, I was trying to
Okay.
give him credit, and Cheapy was yelling at me.
Sorry. Thank you, Ship.
That's why I was picking it up for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Team
so
effort.
here
team
we're opening
effort.
the first
I do the
one.
yelling. Shipwreck gets the facts in.
It's a small box. It's got some sort of.
Get it in front of the
We
camera.
need to know about the
It's
packaging.
got. We got some stack bricks,
Nice. I don't know what those are.
clearance toys.
Sick bricks. Is that what
Yeah.
they're called?
I got. Here we go. This is cool. Little. It's the Flash.
I'm familiar with that character.
Yeah.
But
So
what,
it's a-
what
it's
was
a
that
little
exactly?
Flash
That was a little a
diecast.
nano metal fig.
Yep.
Those are cool. Those are actually very cool.
Okay.
I know Shipwreck's into these.
Those are some Flash socks. I'm going to narrate this because we also have people who listen.
Oh, I
Yes,
know.
thank you,
Oh, no,
Shipwreck.
no. I was letting you roll with it. You seem to be doing all right. We got some pool light wave bouncers. They're splash bombs. I guess they light up if I smack them hard enough. There's
It's a
also
shame you don't have a
there's-
pool anymore.
Yeah, I know. I know. We took the pool down 2 days ago for the winter, but that's okay. It'll be back next summer, and then I'll have these. And there's also a shirt in here. It's an Amazing Spider-Man shirt.
Your favorite.
Wow.
Yeah.
You love shirts.
So
your
that's
favorite
some really
clothing?
cool stuff. I'm gonna try to put things back in a box and put it on the ground because we got to get to the next box.
How many boxes are there?
There's 3, but maybe I'll only do 2 on the show. I don't know. We'll
Let's
see.
see how
what's in
fast
this
you can
one.
go through.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
We have a Matrix puzzle. It's a 300-piece puzzle. That's pretty
Cool.
awesome. Now, this is...
It's Batman.
It's Batman related. It's in a box. Oh, it's a mug.
Wow.
Nice.
It's a
We all
lot.
know I'm not going to unwrap it, but everyone knows I collect mugs.
Everybody
so-
knows that they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a very extensive mug collection.
Now they know.
Yeah. I'm a big mug collector. I'm trying to get through this without making too
You're
much.
doing a great job.
Thank you. We have a little Vault Boy bobblehead.
Nice. Wow.
That's cool.
Wow, this is
This guy
substantial.
knows you.
Yeah, we got a
This is a wand
Captain
box.
America First Avengers replica shield. It's a miniature shield.
It looks a
I'm
little
gonna
small
say.
for his shield. I would
Yeah,
say.
I'm pretty sure it's a replica.
I'm going to say that's a replica miniaturized.
I thought it was the real one for a second, but then I was glad you said replica.
That's really funny. I'm glad I held this up to look at you because you're going to say, what is this? It says The Evidence, and it's a DVD case.
Okay.
Now, if I flip it around, you'll see what it really is. It's a Cards Against Humanity expansion pack, not a crappy movie you've never heard of. Meant to look.
Nice.
It even has like a fake bargain sticker on it.
I think they were canceled though, so you have to burn that.
Yeah, were they? Oh, well.
Yep. Right after Netflix.
And, okay, I'm just gonna pull out. There's a T-shirt in here. I can't see what it is.
Oh, we need to see it though.
I don't. Oh, it's a BB-8 T-shirt.
Spit on my monitor.
BB-8 T-shirt.
Sorry, monitor. I'll clean you
You're
later.
you're currently wearing a Droids t-shirt.
I am currently wearing a Droids T-shirt.
And it's black. It's basically
it's-
the same shirt.
No, that one has multiple droids on. This, whatever. Okay, and another T-shirt.
Wow, that was
Oh
that
my
was great.
goodness! What did you do to deserve all this?
I don't know.
This is ridiculous, dude. It was my birthday yesterday. I didn't get half this shit.
Oh,
I
that's
did
an
get a
awesome
puzzle
shirt.
though.
Look how cool this shirt is.
That's a
One of
good
those
shirt.
Mario controllers.
Yeah.
That looks big. I don't think that's gonna fit you.
It even has an official Nintendo sticker on it. I feel like I have to leave that on.
Wombat will
here.
make it fit.
That's too big for you. That's an extra large, I think.
I know. Let's see. We got a cool Wolverine keychain, the Secret Wars Wolverine keychain,
This is.
and some more metal figs.
It's all custom made for you, Wombat. It's all things you specifically like.
I know. Try not to break anything while I move things around. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I'm sort of shouting because I'm not talking into
It's
the
okay.
mic.
You're doing fine.
Something
Oh, what, is there still? Is there more?
There's another box still.
Oh my God.
We're
Drop my water.
67% of the way through this.
Maybe you just save the rest
Wombat's
for
got-
next week.
I have one more box. Wait, we're gonna do it.
Oh my God. Wombat,
Happy
you're not very
birthday, Wombat.
mobile.
It's not. This chair has
too
no
much.
wheels on it.
You need one of those $1,500 Herman Miller chairs.
You know what I need?
Maybe it's
What?
in this
I
box.
need a "Do not touch the electrified fence" sign from Jurassic Park.
Right. Oh my God, it's too much
gonna hang that
stuff.
up
Your house
outside?
is like a Spencer's.
I
Except you
don't
don't have
know what
edible
this
underwear.
is.
At least not that I know
I'm not
of.
going to open it, but it says Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on it, and it's in a little plastic bag, and
Is
it
it
says
edible?
EFX on the back.
Is it edible
Oh,
underwear?
that's gonna be like your badge, like your
A
Agents
Daredevil
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
sticker?
badge.
A Daredevil business card holder? Because, you never know when you're going to need to hand someone a business card and look like a complete...
E3 is the time to do that.
This
if they
might
ever
be
have
the
another
coolest thing in the packages.
Oh my God.
It's
what
a
is it?
replica hood ornament that looks like the Green Arrow.
Are you going to put it on your car?
Yes. And
Just glue it to
some
your car.
Scarlet Witch toothpick holders.
Oh my God. Now we're getting to sort of like
How
the
about a
bottom of the
Buddha that
barrel.
looks like Homer Simpson?
Oh my
Scarlet
God.
Witch toothpick holders.
Yes. That
I'm
have you
sure-
ever seen those
I'm struggling for the
Funkoverse
connection.
skateboard games with the little pop figures in it? He threw one of those in there too with
Right.
Robin, Rob Funko Pop Robin.
By the way, before I forget,
yes.
we're doing a raffle. If you donate to our fundraiser for Children's Tumor Foundation, and the grand prize for the raffle, donated by Shanafan, is a Cyberpunk 2077 limited edition Xbox controller.
That's awesome.
Some controller. I think there's only an Xbox controller. It's probably that. Get back to you more on that later. And I think the way that we'll do it is for every $5 you donate, you get an entry into the raffle. And maybe we'll add more prizes to the raffle between now and the end of the month. Maybe some of Wombat's prizes. What? What do you got there, Wombat? You look very
It's a
excited.
Bugs Bunny t-shirt.
How many t-shirts did you get?
I think I got 4.
A week's worth.
I have not acquired 4 t-shirts in the last 7 months.
I'm trying to salvage my water that fell. That's it. We're good. Thank you. That was incredible.
Who was that from? I think you should give him another shout out.
That was from Part Time Punk.
Part-time punk. I think he's gone full-time.
I think so too.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the new section we have. It's called I Recommend a TV Show, and Wombat and Ship Ignore It.
That's
Bitches.
yeah, that's a good name.
Got it.
It's called Wombat and Shipwreck Are Bitches. They won't watch my TV shows. All right.
Okay.
This
roll with
new
that.
show that came out is on HBO Max. It's
Mhm.
Wombat, are you listening?
I'm listening.
It's called Raised by Wolves. It's a Ridley Scott joint. You know,
I was gonna watch that. Is it good?
It's fantastic.
Okay.
And I don't want to give too many details because there's twists and turns even in the first episode. But it's sci-fi, and there's androids in it, and children.
I was
And
going
it's very,
to watch
very
that
good.
one, so it's funny. I was gonna try to watch that before we did the show, but I didn't get around to it. So I'm glad you did.
It's like movie. It's really good. Like it's movie quality production. I love the way it looks. It's got like Star Trek vibes in a way. Not really, but like a taste of Star Trek vibes. Just
I
sprinkle
like
in.
Star Trek. That's you can
But
sell me
like
with
just
that.
like I don't want to say anything because you should really just go in blind. It's just very well done. We watched the first 2 episodes or 3, whatever maybe is available. I don't know. But Raised by Wolves, you got to watch it. Please watch it
Cool.
by next week, Wombat. That's your homework. Shipwreck, I don't know if I could ever get you to watch anything.
What's it
I got to
on?
get at least Wombat to start.
What's that show on?
HBO Max.
HBO Max. You
I
have it
don't
on
have
your Xbox.
I don't have HBO Max.
Yes, you
You
do.
have
Don't you
HBO
have HBO
minimum?
on your cable?
No.
Oh,
Do you have
then
HBO
never
crap?
mind.
Yes,
I
the
would have
donor, the
HBO.
raffle is sorry, Mega Man 1421. The raffle would be for anybody who donated. Doesn't matter when. From the beginning till the end of the month. Please watch that. Raised by Wolves. So good.
Okay.
So good. Also so good. The Boys season 2. on
I know.
Amazon.
I may watch that first.
There's only 3 episodes of that, I believe.
Of
Maybe
the
4.
Wolves show.
Of the Boys.
Oh, there's only 3 episodes up.
Maybe 4.
Oh.
They did 3, and then they're doing 1 every week.
Hmm.
It's very good. It's very good. Love that show. Very gross. Every show now is very gross, though.
Oh yeah. Has it been gross so far?
It's been pretty gross. Every show is gross.
I mean, last episode, didn't they shove a bomb up someone's ass last season?
Yeah, everything is gross now. I just assume that at some point during a show that I enjoy, I will have to cover my eyes physically and look away.
Sounds fair.
I expect it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way things are now.
Okay.
What else we got in Watch This Bitches?
Who put the next thing on? It wasn't me.
Probably Shipwreck. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
No, the next thing was The Vow.
Vow.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, The Vow. I've talked about The Vow before. You should also watch that. It's
Why is
also
it
on
on here,
HBO. It's the Nexium. It's the Nexium show. It's fantastic. It's just so good. They only do one episode at a time. Wombat, you got to watch that. The Nexium thing. Don't you
I
like
don't know what that means.
cults? The cult? You don't know about that thing?
Oh, that one. But I know the story already.
I don't really know the story. So to me, it's like really thrilling. I can't really say if you didn't know the story that it would be thrilling. If you did know the story, it would be thrilling. But it's pretty fucked up so far. And I would recommend. It's done really well too, because one of the members of Nexium was a filmmaker, and he happened to be recording a lot of footage at the time. You know, he's a professional filmmaker. Anyway, you got to watch the Vow. It's fucking fantastic. Also on HBO. What else?
Yeah, I did put Honey, I Shrunk the Kids on this outline. We watched that because this was how that came to be. Was we were sitting down to get ready to watch the new Mulan movie until I looked up and saw that it was a PG-13 version of Mulan and went, oh, that's out. My kids aren't ready for PG-13 at that level.
Right.
So we flipped through Disney Plus and came upon Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which I had not watched since it came out. That movie is still really good. It's a fun movie still.
Rick Moranis is a Canadian icon.
Yep.
He is. He was back in the news this week.
And I met him once in an ice cream shop.
Why is he back in the news?
He did a commercial.
Why is that a big deal?
Because it's his first time on screen in 25 years.
Oh, Rick Moranis. Who is the guy? I get him confused with Martin Short.
Well, that would make you a fool.
I know. They're
Have you
different people.
seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I have not actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cute movie.
How
I'm
did you
sure.
miss that one?
I don't know. I was probably aged out at that point. When did it come out?
I don't know that I would age out of Honey, I Shrunk
91?
the Kids.
1991 is my guess.
By the way, Wombat, you know where I went for dinner last night? I
Where?
Just burped up some meat. Fogo de Chao
Oh, how was it?
in Garden City. Have you seen what that building looks like?
It's a big one.
it's like Superman's Fortress of Solitude. It's just like a gigantic fucking box. Well, I guess his isn't a box, but I mean, I'd say like it has 30-foot ceilings. I don't know, 40-foot ceilings.
Do they stack the meat 40 feet
No.
high?
But when you go to the salad bar, you can't. Somebody walks with you through the salad bar, and they ask you what you want, and then they put it on your plate. They hold the plate. They hold everything, and then they just give you the plate at the end. You just sort of
Gotcha.
you have like a personal salad bar valet.
It's got to be COVID friendly.
Right. It was pretty weird,
I get it.
but it was very good. We ate a lot of meat. I'm still burping up garlic beef. Anyway, sorry. I thought you'd be excited about that.
I am excited about that. My wife and I are supposed to go out for dinner this weekend for our anniversary, and we haven't figured out where we're going.
It was surprisingly crowded for a Wednesday night.
That does not
during a
surprise me, to
pandemic.
be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made a reservation there for Father's Day, and I made it like in January because you have to. And then we didn't get to go because of the
Bummer.
pandemic.
Yeah.
Meats. We
Yep.
love them. What else?
We watched the We Bare Bears movie that premiered this week.
What is that?
If you're not familiar with the show We Bare Bears, it's about a panda bear and a grizzly bear and a polar bear, and they're brothers, and they go on hijink-filled adventures. And it's
a Cartoon
animated.
Network program.
Yes. And the movie came out, and Elliot was very excited to watch it. We all had to watch it as a family, which we did. I was not expecting the immigration political message that they kind of make the whole point of the movie. The bad guys are literally ICE agents. They don't even hide it.
Nice. Are they called ICE?
It's everything but the big yellow letters on the back, but it's the same uniforms, and they're separating families and putting them in cages in different places, and they have the whole message about how separating families and putting people in cages is wrong.
So you hated the movie.
Yeah, it was exactly.
I know you're fundamentally opposed to the message.
I am.
message of that
You know
movie,
how I
so.
feel about these things.
All right.
Yeah, it was very interesting, and surprising. Not too surprising, I guess. It is sort of, an open-minded show, but surprisingly political for a feature-length Cartoon Network film.
It's like an Ubisoft game.
Yeah, exactly. Except they're not hiding the politics.
Right. Everybody wrote in on Twitter to tell me that there's a RoboCop prequel series in development that doesn't have RoboCop in it. I guess they're trying to go for like a Gotham vibe.
It's a series, not a movie.
Series, yeah.
Okay.
But that's not going to get made. Are you kidding?
I mean, here, let me let's see if I can get you interested.
Okay. As a huge RoboCop fan, literally like RoboCop.
I know,
shit,
and it
6 feet
trust
from my
me,
head right now.
I get it, because Gotham, no Batman. I wasn't too into that either.
But they did
there's
well.
something about, like, how does a city become controlled by OCP? That's not an uninteresting concept.
It doesn't need to be the RoboCop license. It doesn't. I mean, make a show about if you can make an interesting show about organized crime, then do that. I don't think having it set in the RoboCop universe
it could just be called OCP.
It's going to be horrible.
You don't know that. Cut to a year from now, where Cheap is like, "This is Watches, bitches. I got the show for you."
I know. If it
it's
is,
called
I will.
OCP.
I'm happy to admit that I'm wrong. I was wrong, but I don't think that this will be made because who's going to put money behind this?
Anyone?
Hey, we're going to make RoboCop, but no robot, no RoboCop.
The same people that put money behind we're going to make Batman, but no Batman.
Now, if they say there's no RoboCop, it's still there could be a robot cop, but not the RoboCop that we know from the movies. Maybe
it's going to be Robot Cop,
like alpha version of RoboCop. He's not called RoboCop. He's called Robert Cop, and he's not that good, right? Because he's the early version. So they have some like mishaps where he kills a few innocent bystanders and things like that. That could be interesting. I feel you need to have a robot cop in the series. You know what I'm saying? Like Gotham doesn't have Batman in it, right? But they have like Penguin doing like Penguin-like things, right? And I've never watched it. I don't know what the fuck they have. But I'm assuming they have all the characters. They even have like young Bruce Wayne. But like I don't think anybody.
What if it had Murphy in it?
Who cares? Who cares? No one was watching RoboCop to see Murphy. He's out of the movie very quickly. People want to see RoboCop. Sorry. Focus on or a different RoboCop. Make it's
you're okay.
Forget Murphy. It's it's O'Donoghue.
I still don't care. So
right, that's what I'm saying. So how's this show going to be made? Then again, I feel like Netflix will just like throw money at anything.
What show doesn't get made?
Right, but
days?
they apparently shows don't get made.
Really?
Yeah. Wombat had a few shows he was pitching. I know didn't get made.
I did. Yep, a bunch, whole bunch.
All right, should we do new releases?
Yeah,
I mean,
we
they're
can do new
there.
releases.
Let's do it. What do we got?
We've got some stuff I've actually been playing a little bit.
Me too.
Me three.
Great.
Hat
Have you guys
trick.
been playing any of Hot Shot Racing?
I played a little bit of that today. I also played that when it was in beta because it was part of the Xbox Insiders beta thing.
Don't brag.
It is break. I'm very important.
Everybody knows that you're an industry insider, Wombat.
I'm
Don't
pretty
throw
sure
it in our
anyone can
faces.
I'm pretty sure anyone can do it. Actually,
That's very humble of you to say, but
pretty sure anyone can.
we know you're elite.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
played
Hot
that
Shot
game.
Racing.
Yeah.
I played the first Grand Prix and won it.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Me too.
I
It's good.
appreciate the retro style graphics and outrun type feel and the developer's pedigree in making games like that. I didn't appreciate the lack of sense of speed in the game. Like I'm driving and I look at the thermometer. I look at the speedometer and it says I'm doing like 170 and I'm like, this is what it feels like when I drive 40. And I don't
You think
know.
that's just because of the graphical style of it?
I guess, yeah. I don't know that to me the sense of speed is kind of important, and I appreciate the graphical style, but maybe I would appreciate a better sense of speed more. I don't know, because I don't know that I would go back to it. I know it's on Game Pass, which is great, but I guess I would go back to it because it's pretty like innocuous.
Dashiell likes watching me play it, so I get to play that one.
Yeah.
Also, one that came out that I was playing with the kids is a game called Tamarind.
Okay.
This is a lot of guys and gals. I don't know the genders of these people who used to work at Rare, but a lot of pedigree in platformers and Rare style games. So you play as a monkey.
Okay.
And
wait, is this the? Oh, okay. Go on.
Yeah. So I've at least told GP and Wombat a little bit about this game. So you play as this monkey. Like I sit down with the kids. I'm like, hey, it's this cute monkey game. Let's try it out. And you're doing monkey stuff. Like there's some
Throwing your feces.
Well,
masturbating.
Sure. None of that.
Eating.
So you're like the game starts off. You're on an island. It looks like a typical 3D platformer type of island. Some neighboring insects that are polluting, like they have big factories that are polluting, are coming in and like they basically take your family away and put them all in cages because they're taking over your turf. And so you're gonna go get your turf back. Basically, you're gonna go on a platforming adventure here. Everything's looking great. So you're jumping around. It's like here's how you jump. Here's how you move around. Your typical tutorial. Then you get through like a little sizable portion of jumping around, doing platforming type stuff, collecting some, I don't know, some fruit, some coins, your typical platforming stuff.
Okay.
And then you meet your first, like, hey, this is my friend character. It's the little, just like always, it's the little mole. He's a hedgehog this time that pops up out of the ground, right? That talks to you, like, gonna give you your mission here.
I've played that game.
Yeah, you've played this game. She's like, all right. I'm like, hey, he's going to give us a power up. Wonder what he's going to teach me how to do. How to double jump. Maybe we're going to like figure out.
Please tell me it's poop. Please say poop.
No, he like just very bluntly says, hey, if you have 10 coins, which you do at this point because you've done a mission or something, here's your Uzi.
As one gets from
it. Like they didn't make it like a banana blaster. Or
it's just
like,
an Uzi. Maybe they got a licensing deal with the.
It's
the
just
Uzi
a straight up,
Israeli army.
They pay well, I hear.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, you don't get a lot of offers when you have a monkey. Tamarind the monkey. It's not a big name.
Tamarind the monkey with his Uzi.
Yeah, so it's just a really weird tone shift in that game all of a sudden. And it plays like a Ratchet and Clank type of 3D shooter, but you're firing Uzis and like running out of ammo and getting Uzis. And then I get a machine gun as your second power up.
Right.
So
wait till you start waterboarding the enemies. It's going to be really weird.
It's strange. I can't say I wasn't having fun playing it. It was just like, hey, this isn't what this game, like who thought this was what this game should be? It's not even like a Conquer type thing where it's like, hey, it's edgy. It's like, here's this cute little monkey and we gave him an Uzi.
Right. That's their edginess.
Right. There's nothing like attitude about it or anything.
It's just America. That's right. Just as American as apple pie right there.
Tamarind is the name of that game.
Monkey with an Uzi. It's just
they should have called it Monkey with an Uzi. It would have been a lot like clearer sell.
I thought that's the on the Alabama state flag. Isn't it a monkey with an Uzi?
No, that's an AR-15.
Oh, my bad.
I'm sure I get one of those in this game.
Hey, I'm looking forward to this big release on Switch. Drums. Fucking been waiting for that.
That does sound all right.
It's a big release.
Yeah.
Better than
I got this.
Oh, I thought that said Duty Derby, not Doodle Derby.
That I'm into.
I got this Fight Crab for Switch.
I played it on PC.
I have a game. We talked about that though, didn't we?
Fight Crab? Yeah.
I don't think so.
I talked about it, probably.
Did you?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I'm just
possible.
playing it on Switch now.
It's good.
Nice.
It is. It's funny.
I know.
That is a funny game because it has a little bit of like the Surgeon Simulator style of
Jank. Physics
yeah,
jank.
like the controls are kind of like I don't know if I'm doing this exactly right type of thing.
There's a lot going on to get your crab.
Yeah,
moving
but
and
your crab
fighting.
has you can get things like revolvers and stuff for your crabs. This is a very much
Uzis, probably.
I don't know if Uzis are in the game.
It's possible.
But it's a fun game. I have not tried it with the Joy-Con controls yet. I think that might be fun.
Funny to watch you play.
Right. I think that might be fun. But yeah, fight crab.
Nice. What else?
I've been playing Bounty Battle on the Xbox.
You just made
Ah.
that game up.
I did not make that game up.
Oh.
That game actually, I think, was a crowdsourced game at one point. Because it was part of the fig.com. But they
How's that
sent me
the Fig Hotel renovation working out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
I don't
good.
know. I'm sure it's wonderful. But they were kind enough to send me a code for this game, and I've been playing it. It's a 2D fighter, similar in style to a Super Smash Brothers, if you're familiar with Super Smash Brothers. But the hook that makes this fun and unique is that it has characters from your favorite indie games. Characters like the wrestler guy from Guacamelee, or one of the knights from Darkest Dungeon, or characters from games that I'm not that familiar with, like Jotun. It's got the cowboy from Awesome Knots. It's got the Dead Cells guy. It's got Captain Flinthook from Flinthook, who has been my go-to character.
What
he's
is
pretty
happening in this game?
It's
got
a
all of
Smash
these-
Brothers game with indie game characters.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a Smash
okay.
Brothers game with all these indie game characters, and I'm telling
Bounty
people
Battle.
who some of the indie characters in the game are. It's got a Battle Chasers character. It's got what else is there in this game? It's got Owlboy in this game. Owlboy.
Awesome.
I know you've been looking at this. The SteamWorld dig guy, the robot with the hat.
Right.
Yeah, Dead Cells guy, I think I mentioned already. So it's got a pretty decent roster of characters that you're surprisingly familiar with. But it's okay. The controls are a little unresponsive at times, and I did experience probably more slowdown than I'd like. So it may need a patch. But I think there's some good bones there if you're looking for a Smash Brothers type fighter that isn't on the Switch.
I am not. But thanks for offering.
Some people might be.
Sure.
And it's a $20 game. It's not a
big investment.
Yeah, it's not a big investment.
All right. What else?
So, yeah.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
That's a lot of new releases, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Death and Taxes. That's a game.
That sounds like something you might like.
Death and Taxes?
I don't know.
Like it's boring?
Could
Depressing?
be good.
Sounds like
Yes,
this
mainly
show.
because it's boring. That's what I
Sounds like
think.
this episode.
All right. Perfect time to segue into this HelloFresh ad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just made the best dinner tonight. Let me show you before we officially start the ad. Look at this. I made brown sugar bourbon pork chops. Just take a look at that. It looked better than that even.
Nice.
I decided to make the potatoes smashed potatoes instead of mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about that? Do you know about that technique?
Okay.
Wombat, stop listening. He's just saying, okay, I could say any, Wombat's
Okay.
house is on
You
fire.
should talk about potatoes.
Wombat's house
What's the
is on
difference
fire.
between mashed and smashed? Tell me.
You boil the potatoes, then you smash them, and then you put them in the oven. You put some oil on them, and then they're delicious. Anyway, HelloFresh. Get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store and makes home cooking fun, easy, and affordable. I want to paraphrase this and stuff. They have all kinds of meals, vegetarian, low-calorie, family-friendly recipes, everything you could think of, fish, meat. If you like it, they have it. It's HelloFresh cuts out the meal planning and the prepping and the shopping, so it saves you a lot of time because you don't have to go to the store You don't have to think about what you're going to make. You just take up the app, scroll through, check it off, boom.
Easily change your delivery days and your food preferences. I actually just did that for this week. I started a new delivery date because now that the kids are in school, I needed an earlier delivery time. And
we're laughing because Shipwreck's daughter just walked into the.
yes, I saw it was adorable. And it really made a big difference for me and my family. So thank you, Hellofresh, for being so amenable with your delivery date changes.
Their app is very robust now. We've been members for so long now that I remember when the app was not quite so robust. And now you can do anything and everything on it.
Did you guys make the shepherd's pie this week?
I will be making that probably tomorrow.
It is so good. It is so good. My wife said I could eat this every night after I made
That's
the
not
shepherd's
advisable.
pie. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't advise it either. I'm just saying.
HelloFresh,
so
I just need 7 orders of the shepherd's
just
pie.
7 shepherd's pie every week.
A lot of boxes. All right.
A lot
so
of shepherd's pie.
go to HelloFresh.com/80CAGcast and use code 80CAGcast to get a total of $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. That's HelloFresh.com/80CAGcast and code 80CAGcast to get $80 off your first box. Additional restrictions apply. Please visit HelloFresh.com for more details. Thank you, HelloFresh. Let's move on to the big Microsoft news, which was all delivered very strangely over Twitter. They just tweeted it out.
Here you go.
There was some
half of it was leaked, and then they were like, "Yeah,"
but then the other half got leaked right after.
And like, yeah, what the fuck?
And then Microsoft just announced on Twitter, we got the Series S $300 and Series X $500. Just tweeted it out. What was that? Oh, my phone. Oh my God, my phone is talking to me.
Oh, like, I don't know what
Siri.
you're talking about.
Oh, Siri just thought I was talking to her.
Thought you were trying to pre-order an Xbox.
Not until tomorrow?
September 22nd.
September 22nd. That's
if
tomorrow.
I take a long time putting the show together in the podcast, it's tomorrow.
So two weeks from when they announced the price.
That could be worse, I guess.
It doesn't matter at this point.
It's a date. I'm happy that we have a date and a price.
We have a date. We have a price. We have boxes. We have weird deals with financing options. If you want to spend, $35 a month, but that comes with the Game Pass and all the doodads. So it's actually not a terrible deal. Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's an Xbox.
It's $500. That seems like the most boring price it could be.
Right.
It's the price we all thought it was going to be, which makes me wonder why they waited so long. You thought it was going to be this, and it's this.
Well, I think people weren't expecting the $300 box.
Yeah, the little slim guy with the big Oreo on the side.
Kind of. I mean, that thing's been the worst kept secret for.
No, right. But the price maybe it's significant. I mean, it's $200 less than the other one. I mean, that's big. Yeah, I'm good at math.
It's also slower.
Yeah. It's a 1440p box, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Is it slower? It just has a different GPU, right? I thought the CPU
it has less RAM.
Less RAM. Okay, so that's what Wombat was getting at with slower.
Sure.
Slower.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not.
He covered his ass.
You know what else? It's not a dick like Shipwreck. So
it doesn't have a disk drive.
No.
And it's half the size or a third of the size of the X. I don't remember. It's significantly
It's pretty
smaller.
tiny.
It's smaller.
It's not for me, but cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it seems like, 1440p is a good resolution.
Who has a 1440p TV?
Any TV will do that. As long as it's higher than
any TV.
I mean, not a 1080p TV.
Any TV?
Can
I dig up my TV from when I was 13 years old?
No.
My 27-inch Sony Trinitron?
Yes.
Is that going to do it?
Yes, it will.
Thank you.
Go try it. If you can figure out how to plug it in. Yeah, I mean, a 4K TV can show 1440p.
Yeah.
I use 1440p screen right now, right in front of me. I think it's, especially on PC, I thought like it was always really, well, PC it's much closer to your face, so maybe 4K matters more. I don't know. I have not really experienced 4K on a PC ever. Only on TV.
I'm looking forward to 8K.
Are you?
Yep.
The Xbox Series X supports 8K.
I wonder if my vision is
Whatever that.
poor enough where I don't even know the difference really. Like just
Probably.
my like I have no idea.
Couldn't you just always just take off your glasses and then everything?
Yeah, just squint and it's like you can save money.
When I take off my glasses, I can't see a.
Oh my
Gosh
God! Look
darn
at you. You
thing.
look like a serial killer.
What does that mean?
I
I don't even know what that means.
Wow. Wait, can you move closer to the camera just for a minute? Yes. Oh, you're a handsome man. Look at this handsome man.
I
The
can't
handsome boy
see
modeling man.
anything. It just blurs and colors.
Wow. You don't need alcohol.
No.
Just take your
So
One
glasses
of these
off.
days, maybe I'll wear contacts one episode.
Maybe.
I have contact lenses.
So are we all getting the $500 version?
I mean, most
Well-
likely, yeah.
Yeah, I like to have the option to buy discs because they go on sale more frequently. The digital versions of games don't.
Yep, that's probably the
Really?
reason. Also, I have a 4K TV. I want the 4K console.
I want to blast these games through my
And
television. Full
yeah,
frame rate.
I mean, yeah. Should I do the the payment plan? Since it's technically
They say
less
if you're
expensive?
gonna do all that shit anyway, they say it's a good deal. I think
they say
that's what they say.
I think I saw someone who did the math, and they say it works out where you save like $20. Now I don't know if that's really worth it or not, because but it just made me laugh.
Why would it not be worth? What do you mean worth it or not?
Like going through the motions of having to write another check every month.
Oh, but I think you don't have to actually write a check anymore. I think it's all electronic these days.
I know. I haven't written a check in like 7 years, but
Oh,
still.
right. I have.
Yeah.
Renovate a house. You're writing checks up the ass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What? Any other Xbox news? Was there other big Xbox news? It's coming out in November.
They're
10th,
adding
right?
EA Play to or what used to be called EA Access to Game Pass.
Good value.
Huh?
That's good value. More
It is
value.
good value. That's a lot of EA games. It's a lot of
Saves me from
Battlefields.
writing another check.
Yeah. Yes. Fewer get all those fields and fronts and FIFAs.
Good.
That's what everyone wants.
Very aggressive.
Get your NHLs and your NBAs and your NFLs and your
I will.
MBAs and your
I get my 10 hours of NHL in every
Your
year. I don't even think I
PhDs
played it
and
this
your-
year.
Pegals.
It pairs really nicely with that $300 version of this console, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's clearly opening up a demographic to them right off the bat.
You know how they need to market this $300 console? You need to market it to parents with young children. And they show, like, they have a video up, they cut to a kid playing in the living room in front of the television, just on the floor with a bunch of shit. And he starts shoving, like, different objects inside the disk drives of different consoles. And then Xbox Series S. No disk drives, no problem. And Game Pass, never have to buy a game again. Two-pronged assault.
So this is why you never worked in advertising. Right?
My friend bought an Xbox One like years ago, and he just hooked it up. He had it out for a little while, put it away, and then just put it back up. And he said he went to like check the disk drive, and there was a bunch of coins in the disk drive. So he's like, he got Game Pass, and his 8-year-old just plays games for 20 minutes, just like you, Wombat. He plays 20 minutes of the game, then moves on to the next game. Never gets anywhere. Anyway, so how do we feel about the Xbox pricing? I mean, it seems pretty good. Seems like
It's fine. It's what we expected. So
the
it's not.
$300 one, I don't think anybody expected that.
I think the $300 price is a really good price to get
Yeah.
people on board with the new console generation. I think it's going to be really great for parents. I get asked it a lot because my daughter's friend, my daughter is of that age where they're all asking about video game consoles. So the parents by default ask me, so and so wants a console. Which one should we get them? When should we get it? What's the right one? And
Do
I'm
you
like,
want coins shoved into your console?
exactly.
No.
So, but these are 12-year-olds. They're not shoving coins in consoles.
Right.
It's a smart move. Xbox is starting off correctly on the right foot this generation with their hardware.
If they only had some games coming out.
The games for the yes.
And let's sort of call out like sort of the bullshit criticism of it's confusing to have two different models out. Like, how do you explain it? I mean, no one complains when Nintendo does it. They just they literally put out a product, just put new in front of the title, and they were like, "Yeah, it's fun."
You know what's not confusing? When consumers go in and they see there's a $300 model and there's a $500 model.
It's not confusing.
Pretty clear. It's like, okay, that one must be the best one, and this is the lower tier one.
This is the one I can afford, and this is the one that I can't afford, or I don't even care what it can do because I'm not spending $500.
Right. It's a pretty clear when you go in, like you walk into Target, for instance, and they ask the clerk, "Hey, can this one? What's the difference here?" And they're like, "Oh, they all play the same games. That one's just more powerful."
Right. This one's 4K and has a disk drive. This one
they don't even have to go that far with it.
But that's it.
I think they just have to say this one has a disk drive. This one doesn't. That's it. This one plays discs. This one is digital only.
4K. 4K disc drive. That's it.
That's all you have to tell. The generic clueless mom.
Most people don't care about 4K.
Shopping in Target in a robe and a shower cap.
Most people don't care about 4K.
In Target? Are you sure?
Target's classy. What are you talking about?
Which one of these is the right one for my child?
They're witches now? Or gypsies?
Your Target is strange.
Yeah, what's happening there? I'm saying, like, it's very easy. Like, you say 4K and a disk drive. And if people don't care about 4K and they certainly don't, they have $300, the choice is pretty clear. And most people do not care about 4K. It's not confusing. People will be fine. They'll sort it out. It's no less confusing, or it's no more confusing than what Sony's doing, certainly. Let's move on to, are we done talking? Oh, we're at Wombat's Fortnightly News, I think.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
So I played, the reason why I didn't watch many exciting new shows over the weekend is because I was too busy playing Avengers the game. I finished the main story in Avengers the game.
Yep. Oh, wow, you did. How long did that take?
According to my Xbox, it took about 20 hours.
Okay, well, that's a lot of hours. I was expecting about 10 hours.
Yeah. I may have dicked around, and it also may just not be an accurate amount. Okay. So, but I played the game, and I have many, many thoughts on Avengers, the video game.
Okay, I've played a bunch of the campaign, so we can talk about it.
Yeah. I think at its core, there is a very good game there. I like playing the game. I'm having fun while playing the game.
When you say playing the game, I believe you're referring to doing combos on guys, popping them up in the air, and just beating them up.
Beating the crap.
That's the game.
Yes. Beating the crap out of robots and AIM agents as either Captain America or Thor or Iron Man or Black Widow.
Who's your favorite so far?
I really like, it might be Thor. It might be Captain America. I think there are some similarities between the two of them. And sometimes for a change of pace, it is fun to play as Black Widow because you can play her as, essentially when you use her, it's a third-person shooter, which adds just a change.
Sure. I haven't unlocked her in the campaign yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But, I mean, they're on the cover. It's not a spoiler. You get to play as her.
They did a good job with the story, I feel. It's pretty decent. I find the parts pretty boring when you have to walk around the bases.
Walking around the helicarrier area is pretty stupid.
Walking around any place is just sort of a little bit of it's just like Destiny. It's so annoying to have to walk around these hubs. It's just put it in a menu.
Yeah.
But they want people to show off their $15 skins, so so people buy them.
Yeah.
I do I like the gameplay aspect, but the loading times are very long, at least on Xbox One X. Coming off of Ghost of Tsushima, where there's no loading times, it's sort of a harsh reality that we're dealing with. Especially, and I die a lot, it seems. I don't know. It's fun. I'll keep playing it. I appreciate Verizon hooking us up with hooking
Yeah,
up.
it was the free Verizon copy. The problem with the game is that it is the buggiest game I've ever played, maybe in my entire life. I've had it crash on me multiple times.
It crashed
I
on me
had
yesterday.
that. Did you see my video where I was doing a story mission and I looked to my left and there was Thor and Hulk standing on a helicopter platform, and then I looked to my right and there's the Hulk and Thor standing somewhere else. Then I look over and there they are over here. And then I look over there again and they somehow are magically warping to my left and my right depending upon where I look. And I needed to clear the area before I moved on, but I couldn't move at all because there was some sort of weird glitch and the characters just kept popping in and out. At one point, I was supposed to be Black Widow to move the story, but the game loaded me up as Ms. Marvel. And I was Ms. Marvel, and I would walk past Ms. Marvel in the hallway.
High five.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, hey, it was like that Spider-Man meme. And of course, I showed you the funny photo of the bald woman with her hair on the floor. And also, all of my unlocked skins have disappeared.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I'm kind of waiting for them maybe to fix it a little bit more before I play again. Because it was really frustrating because I was like, oh, I finally unlocked the iconic Captain America costume. Maybe I'll play as a little Captain America new costume. And I go and I put the game on and it's locked again. I'm like, how is this possible? Then I'm like, okay, I'll switch to Iron Man. I'll put on one of his. And then nope. I had 7 outfits for Iron Man. I turned the game on yesterday. I'm down to 3.
Right. I think one of the best bugs I've ever seen in any video game was the picture you posted on Twitter of the guard in the hallway.
Yeah.
She was completely bald, and on the floor was her hat with the hair in it.
Yes.
It's pretty much the greatest bug in the history of video games.
Yeah. It's the game is so buggy. They released a patch yesterday, but that patch did not fix the outfit thing.
Right.
They don't quite know how to fix it,
That's
according
cool.
to what I've been reading.
That's good.
And basically, I think they put so much effort into trying to sell things that it screwed up everything else when it comes to the skins.
Right.
And yeah, and that's a problem. Also, the little challenge trees for all the characters are to unlock stuff. The little battle pass wannabe stuff that they're doing isn't fun at all. The fact that it's its own separate form of XP that you need to get, and you can only get that XP from doing specific challenges that are honestly not fun to do.
Right.
As opposed to just having them tied to the XP that your character gains by you playing the game in a way that you enjoy playing.
Right.
Sort of takes you out of the game. You're no longer immersed in playing as your favorite Avenger. You're now, okay, I gotta shoot 15 people in the head. Okay.
As the Avengers do.
So you're no longer like, yeah, okay, I'm Iron Man and I'm gonna use my
You're grinding. You're fucking grinding.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, ready, grinding. And 1. Wait, no, I gotta move her. Wait, no, Thor, don't hit the guy. I gotta shoot him in the head.
Doesn't it really make you appreciate more the Spider-Man game on PlayStation? Like they just made a game.
Yeah, because game, they just made a game that's fun. The costumes are all unlockable in the game. It's you play with the style you want to play as, and you're not forced to do anything you don't want to do. And this game doesn't understand this. Not to sound like a dick, but this game doesn't understand the spirit of Marvel. It only cares about the spirit of lining their pockets.
Money.
Yeah. And I feel like there are probably people who worked on this game that are probably a little embarrassed by that. They obviously would never say that. But because there are people that work on these Marvel games because they love Marvel. And it's like, And to see some of that sort of get tarnished a little bit, and not like Marvel's never been tarnished before. I mean, it's owned by Disney.
I mean, look,
for crying out
the
loud,
game's not
but-
embarrassing. It's fine. It's probably better. It's probably exceeded expectations, if anything. But
I've heard
is TV,
it'll be interesting to see how it does, because I don't think the people that are buying this game because they love Marvel are going to be disappointed in a lot of the weird, grindy,
yeah.
pay for stuff that they're not used to. The
Yeah.
people that buy Marvel games are the kind of people that are used to buying a game like a Spider-Man, where they want to be Spider-Man and not have to think about all this ancillary.
I don't know that that's true.
They may not know that they want this or that they get
I
addicted
think
to it.
There's a lot of Marvel games, like if you look on iOS and everything, that
Yes,
people
those
are
games.
pretty familiar with playing Marvel games.
I
where
guess.
they're going to pay extra for stuff. I mean, you go back to Spider-Man, but Spider-Man's an outlier.
Of course,
Spider-Man, there's
You know
not a
what the difference
comparison
is,
to
though?
Spider-Man.
You know what the difference is? Those games on iOS are free. And this is a $60 game that has $15 skins in it.
You knew that going in.
Yeah. Of course I knew that going in. I'm just saying that's what this game has.
We need
and
the
that's actually a
Verizon
lot
season
different.
pass.
That's actually a lot different than those Marvel games where you're buying characters, I guess. But I don't know.
It's it's a drag. The whole check off boxes.
The whole underlying that isn't the game. Like I said, the game itself is a lot of fun, and
it's fun swinging around as Miss
Yeah.
Marvel, and they did a great
and
job
unlocking
with
their
the
different
character.
skills for the characters is cool. Yes, you have to unlock it, but once you unlock the ability for Thor to take his hammer and go like this, it's pretty cool because you're
Right.
walking around and I'm Thor and I'm going
Right.
like this, and and
I can
I'm
appreciate that.
yeah, and I'm beating the crap out of robots. I mean, that's fun. Don't get me wrong. There's a very good game in there. I just think there's too much crap on top of
Yeah.
the good game. And hopefully at some point they kind of find their way. But I don't know. I think Shipwreck was right about one thing, though. Spider-Man doesn't matter because by 2021, no one's going to be talking about Marvel's Avengers game.
You finished it already.
I know.
Like,
there's like a
You're not going to make it to whoever that other character, the Hawkeye character they announced. was.
there is an epilogue to the story that I do want to finish, and I do want to do all the iconic character missions to get their iconic character skins. Like that's the kind of stuff though that would keep me coming back. You add in things like a Captain America mission that ends with me getting a new Captain America look is something I would do. But a new Captain America mission that ends with this non-cosmetic gear that I finished the game and I still have no idea what one piece of gear does differently than another piece of gear, that's a waste of time. They should literally just drop the mechanic completely. Just drop it.
It's
I'm
tedious.
glad that I have not started this yet because I'm going to wait until they
Tighten
get some
it
of these
up.
patches in place.
Yeah, when they get there, and I think you're going to really like it. That's the other
Oh, I
thing.
do too. It's
Yeah,
just,
I think you'll really enjoy it. I think the game is a lot of fun.
you
there's
just can't
just-
drop this the same day as Tony Hawk for me.
No, that's different.
We should play together.
Yeah, we should
Tony
all play
Hawk?
together.
Sure.
No.
Never.
I'll play Avengers with you
Avengers.
guys as
Yeah.
well.
We could do one of those weird multiplayer online missions that are there for reasons that I still don't understand.
Right. Let's move on.
Tony Hawk.
Are we done? Are we just more
I
to
thought
say
you already
about
talked.
Tony
You
Hawk?
talked about
You
that.
told
at
me
the
I could
top
talk
of the
about Tony
show.
Hawk more earlier.
Fine. Talk about Tony Hawk more.
Did
It's
you
good.
unlock
They did a
Wolverine
good
yet?
job.
Is Wolverine in the game?
I don't think any of those characters are in the game.
This game's stupid. Tell me more about it.
It's it's really good. Like I play it about, I don't know. I play it way past my bedtime every night.
How late do you stay up?
I stay up about an hour later than normal playing this game.
So 9:30.
No. I usually go to bed around 11:30. I'm usually up until 12:30 or 1 because
Okay.
of this game.
Yep.
And it's because of all of the tick boxes that I know are just barely out of reach constantly. And it's that 2-minute loop.
2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes.
It's only 2 more minutes.
I almost got that gap that time. I guess I was right at the end, so I just restart that level again, please. Um, the I've gotten more into the mechanics that they added on top. Like the layers they put on top of this game are actually pretty good to modernize it with all of the challenges and the new modes for speed runs and everything. Um, Everything seems achievable to me except for I look at that score 10 million points in a level and I was never quite that guy.
Right. That's probably good.
That one's upsetting that they have that level of achievement out there, which I know it's achievable. Like I look at it and go like, oh, 2% of the people have it so far.
Right. It bothers you.
It bothers me that I'm not in the top 2% of Tony Hawk players, yes.
Sorry.
It's really good though. I can't believe that they successfully pulled this off. I really hope, like, it's amazing. I know they use the same engine and everything because it's apparent. Like when I do gaps, I'm like, yeah, this is the same jankiness that this gap always had, like where it doesn't register. But like, if they can pull this off with new levels, if they can somehow take that
Add
engine
levels, yeah, that'd be
and
cool.
come up with new levels and make
Right.
Tony Hawk a relevant video game franchise again, I would be all on board on that. And by that I mean don't make him get off the board and walk.
Right.
I mean, that was a bad idea when they started doing that. So Wombat has fallen asleep over there, so we can move on to Ubisoft because I know he loves him some Ubisoft.
He's waiting for somebody to talk about him in the chat. Somebody please talk about Wombat in the chat, or
I
at least
actually
throw
was
up
looking
some.
at I was looking at
notes.
the outline and getting the article up for Ubisoft.
Okay, look at him,
Yeah,
proactive.
This
I
is
started to watch.
Ubisoft here, and the chat's over there. So if I'm looking this way,
I
I'm
see.
looking at the chat,
You showed
and if
us.
I'm looking this way, I'm looking at you guys.
We've learned a lot.
Yeah.
I started to watch the Ubisoft presentation, but I got a little tired quickly. What did I miss? What were the highlights?
There's that new game, Phoenix Rising. Phoenix spelled Fenyx for SEO. It's good SEO right there.
Okay.
It's a lot of people are saying how much it looks like Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
It's a big open world game where you create a character and you're helping Greek gods, I don't know, do stuff. It's kind of cute looking. It looks like it might actually be a fun game. I don't know why people are so down on it. I thought people really liked Breath of the Wild. So
So the reason they're down on it is because you're not allowed to copy Nintendo's games.
But you can't play those games on other consoles. What if you don't have that console?
Still, that's why people are down. I'm just saying that's the reason people would be down on it. Is that
We're gonna
you're
get called
not
out
allowed
as being
to touch
negative again.
those.
I'm being positive. I like that everyone can play these kinds of games. So, and it looks cute. And also, I think it looks a little like Fable, to be honest. But that's just me.
You're fine if you
haven't
say
played
it looks
it.
like Fable. Nobody's gonna get upset about that.
Yeah, I was like, well, yeah, it looks a little like Fable too.
Right.
Graphically
That's fine.
speaking.
Go with that one. Nobody's going to get upset if you say, "Hey, this looks like Fable." Everybody's going, "Yes, we need more of that."
Mhm.
This looks like Breath of the Wild. No, you're not allowed to do that.
Also, it'll be on Stadia, so you'll have that to.
That's got that going for it.
Yep. There's also they announced the Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake edition.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I can't wait to play
I
it
remember
again.
I did enjoy that game very, very much.
Sure,
but I
Great
great.
game.
Great.
do
Yeah.
not need to play
That was the start of the slow-mo
Mhm.
era.
It's the slow mo and the time reversal.
Yep.
It was that and Blinks. We're doing it up back then.
Rainbow Six announced that Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell is going to be a playable character, which we already knew.
He's a playable character and everything, or he shows up in everything
Yeah. And
except his own games.
Yeah, and also they're gonna have.
busy.
They're not coming out with a new Rainbow Six Siege for next generation consoles, at least not yet. They're just gonna release the game you already own on the next generation consoles, and if you already own it, you just get it again, I guess. So, hooray!
Yay.
It's gonna finally be in 4K and stuff.
Right.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game, is coming back to consoles after I believe it was pulled off 7 years ago.
Not even like a remaster or anything. It's just
No, it's just the original game, but people love that game or loved
Great.
that game.
great.
So
I mean, yay! I'm sorry I'm being negative. Yay!
A lot of people have been trying to play that game for a long time.
Good.
So
Welcome back.
it's nice that it's back.
Right.
Exactamundo.
I should watch the movie with Ty. I think he would like it.
Yeah.
What else?
Watchdogs Legion is gonna have the character from the first game in this. So that's a thing.
I don't care.
guess. I tried playing Watchdogs once, the first one. I did not like it.
The second one was
So-
better.
Was the second? I don't know.
They made it more
Well,
fun, but it still could have been more fun, I feel.
The second one was never a game with gold, so I wouldn't know. They announced Riders Republic, which is a biking game from the makers of Steep, but is not Steep.
It's the Steep sequel.
It's sort of like Steep. You ride a motorcycle down a hill. To me, it kind of looked like they took the makers of Steep, watched some people playing Fall Guys, and were like, "How do we make our game look more like Fall Guys?"
No, but
'Cause
it's got all
everyone
the shit from Steve too, right? I see.
I don't know.
these-
All I saw was a bunch of people in dumb hats falling down a mountain.
No, I see snowboarding and air. What do you call that with the suit?
Wingsuits.
Wingsuits.
Yeah, it looks like a Steep. I don't know. Something told them to get away from the Steep license, which I think did really well for them, actually.
Did it?
I think Steep actually, if you look at Ubisoft, like everything you can say about them is, hey, did that game do well for them? And yes, every Ubisoft game does well for them. But it just, it looks like they got away. Like, oh, this one doesn't have snow in every level. Now we have some dirt.
Cool.
It had a little bit of Descenders look to it, which I like that game, and
What else?
Yeah,
that was it. That was the whole show.
Right.
that was it. I think that, what was it called? Rough Riders? What was that game called?
Yeah,
Riders on the Storm.
Bike people on bikes. Riders.
Well, not all the people
Republic.
were on bikes. Some of them were on other things. I think that looks kind of fun.
I just said that.
Ubisoft's presentation style is the exact opposite of what I want. I don't need to
Needs
have
more
a hype
Joel
man.
McHale.
I don't need the hype man the entire time when I'm watching videos of video games. I understand what a video game is. It's not there to change my life. It's not something where I feel like I'm one of the video game characters. I'm just literally there to play a video game.
That's a boring way to sell a video game, Chip.
It is, but that's realistically how I look at video games.
Right.
I'm not going to get magically transported away to one of these locations. I'm not going to feel like I am in this game. I'm just going to go, hey, that looks like a fun snowboarding game. Maybe I'll try that.
Fair enough. What else we got here?
I've been playing some Adventures of Pip for the Switch.
Okay. Pippy Longstocking?
This game is what?
Pippy Longstocking?
Was
No,
that game
just-
like a penny or something?
I don't know. They sent me a code for it. It's been out for a while on other platforms. It's a nice little platformer where the whole gimmick to it is your character can either be a single pixel, basically. It's a square. Or then you transform into like an 8-bit and a 16-bit version of your character. And you swap back and forth between those in different levels or in the levels so that you can do different things in the level based upon those characters' abilities. So it's well done. I don't know if Pip is in that Smash Brothers fighting game that Wombat was talking about, but it would not surprise me if he makes his way in there.
He was not, unfortunately.
He's not in there. Adventures of Pip is its own property then.
Yeah, not. He's not Awesome Knots level yet.
Gotcha. It's a good game though. I'm
Alright.
enjoying it.
I in my stupid PC corner, I was playing Star Renegades earlier today. That's on Game Pass on PC. And that's from Massive Damage. They've made other games that I've enjoyed. Halcyon, Space Commander. They make basically traditional turn-based RPGs with pixel art, and usually the graphical style involves mechs. and it's really well done. It's got 3D backgrounds this time, and the art style is really good, and the combat system is really interesting and fun. And I only just started playing it today, but it's good. Star Renegades, good music too. If you like that retro style, Ship, you like that retro style, but you're not playing any games on your PC.
I know of that game.
Yeah, they're all good. They make
nice.
good games.
I will try to give it a try when I am not playing Tony Hawk 2 minutes at a time.
Right.
Wow.
It's hard. It's hard out there for a Tony Hawk fan.
You also need to play Avengers at some point.
I do. It's Tony Hawk is my franchise. It's the one that I just keep having to play until it's done. Like it's something on my plate until it's all done. Out and I don't have to do it anymore.
Godspeed. Let's move on to the CAG bag. Modish Robot wants to know what beer you're drinking tonight, Ship.
I'm drinking the Mount Carmel Take Home IPA. It's a local brewery around here.
Take home?
Take home.
What does that mean?
Well, you can either drink it there or you can take it home.
But that's with anything.
That's what they called their beer.
Right. All right. Oh, I just deleted my thing that I had saved. The question. Fuck. Oh, here it is. Here we go. This is from Darkness 9. Do you think the lower powered Series lower powered Series S will hamper the next gen Xbox games? Wouldn't having to develop for the lowest common denominator limit what they could do? I think the obvious thing that you would say is like, PC, they've been developing games for PC, and they develop games that have to run on low-end PCs and high-end PCs, and they still look great on PC. And even if that isn't completely true in this situation, you're still only developing for 2 systems on Xbox, right? And it doesn't seem like it would be very complicated to optimize for the lower-end system.
It'll also really depend on the PlayStation 5 disc versus discless.
Mm-hmm.
As far as we know, there's no difference on those specs at all.
Correct.
Okay, so they only have to develop once for the PlayStation. I don't know.
I mean, not if it's a multi-platform game. If it's a multi-platform game, they still have to develop across all platforms and on PC.
Yeah, so like a game like Assassin's Creed Valhalla is being developed for the Xbox One S.
It's being developed for everything.
Yeah,
it's probably being developed for PC and then just ported. I think that's how they do it now. They develop for PC and then they port over.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the method, the current method. I don't think that would be much of a concern. Think about it. Think about all the different variables that everybody has on their different PCs. All the Xbox Series S's will be exactly the same. You think it would be easier to optimize for. So I don't think that's a concern. And if it is a concern, it would affect PlayStation too, because most of the games are multi-platform, and so they're developing for a lot of different situations.
And if it's a first-party game, then they're just developing for those too.
Even if it's a first-party Sony game, it seems like they're really pushing these first-party games onto PC at some point. Because they
after the fact, though, I think.
Yes,
I think that's the difference. Is why Sony's games have a very distinct look to them because they're developed for that hardware, whereas Microsoft's games are developed for both Xbox and PC.
Interesting.
Right? Nothing's developed exclusively for Xbox at this point.
Right. That's an interesting point, and holds true when you play a great looking game like Ghost of Tsushima, which Shipwreck you haven't even started yet, so we should probably stop being friends.
How dare you?
Does it have 2-minute goals that I can do?
No. Did I tell you I finished it?
You did.
Okay, good. I finished it. It was good. Looking forward to the multiplayer on that when it comes out. I think that's it. I think we reached the end of the show. Let's remind everybody to do what, Wombat? To go to hellofresh.com/80CAGcast and use code 80CAGcast to get $80 off your first box. Follow us on Twitter at GBD, at New Wombat, at Shipwreck, at Video Game Deals. A lot of contests going on. Check them out. And oh wait, let's raid somebody. We're gonna raid Mikey because it's his birthday. He's the same birthday as me, and he's doing a birthday stream. So we're gonna do that and say, so when you go into a stream, wish him a happy birthday and emotes and whatnot. And we're gonna play ping pong next week. Thank you. Wake up, Wombat. What are you doing? Say the words.
Fred Stud.